Born on March 24, 1874 in Budapest, Hungary, Eric Wise, better known as Harry Houdini, was a Hungarian-American escape artist, illusionist, and stunt performer. But beyond his death-defying stunts, Houdini had a lifelong fascination with the paranormal. During the 1920s, Houdini shifted his focus to exposing the deceptive practices of psychics and mediums, aiming to reveal their exploitation of the grieving, a mission consistent with the efforts of stage magicians dating back to the late 19th century. He even toured with a stage show in which he replicated their tricks. If you like our content, don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Please let us also know and comment what topic you would like for a next video. Houdini's expertise in magic enabled him to uncover imposters who had managed to deceive numerous scientists and intellectuals. He served as a member of a committee for Scientific American, offering a cash reward to any medium capable of substantiating supernatural claims. Needless to say, none succeeded, and the prize remained unclaimed. Among the first tested was George Valentine, a medium from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. As Houdini gained renown as a medium buster, he began attending seances incognito, accompanied by a journalist and a law enforcement officer. One of the most notable mediums he exposed was Mina Crandon, also known as Marjorie. In 1924, Houdini uncovered Joaquin Argamasilla, dubbed the Spaniard with X-ray eyes, as a charlatan. Argamasilla claimed to possess the extraordinary ability to discern handwriting or dice numbers inside sealed metal boxes. His trickery was exposed when he sneakily lifted his blindfold and peeked beneath the box's edge to see its contents. Houdini's exposure of phony mediums inspired a lot of other magicians to follow in his footsteps, such as, for example, the amazing Randy and Penn and Teller. But despite his skepticism, Houdini held a deep-seated desire to communicate with the afterlife, especially with his beloved mother who had passed away. Houdini documented his efforts to expose fraudulent practices in his book, A Magician Among the Spirits. These actions strained Houdini's relationship with his friend Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Doyle, a firm believer in spiritualism in his later life, dismissed Houdini's revelations. Instead, he believed Houdini possessed supernatural abilities, attributing his feats to paranormal powers. Doyle even suspected Houdini of using these powers to block the mediums he aimed to discredit. This disagreement escalated into a public feud, with Doyle ultimately regarding Houdini as a formidable adversary. Prior to Houdini's passing, he and his wife made an agreement. If he could communicate from beyond, he would pass on the message Rosabelle Believe, a secret code based on their favorite song. Bess upheld this pact by hosting annual Halloween seances for 10 years after Houdini's death. In 1929, Arthur Ford allegedly transmitted the code, but Bess later declared it a hoax. It appears Ford or his associates deciphered the code using available clues. Evidence supporting this was uncovered by Ford's biographer following his death in 1971. Bess's final attempt at a seance in 1936, held atop the Knickerbocker Hotel in Hollywood, ended in failure. Disheartened, she extinguished the candle that burned beside Houdini's photograph since his passing, and she declared in 1943, 10 years is long enough to wait for any man.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this cathedral-like atmosphere tonight, I wish to remind you that this is a most solemn occasion for the close friends that have gathered here. That the 0 hour of the 10th anniversary of our departed friend is fast nearing the end, and that the results of tonight are primarily of a personal and private nature only. No attempt is being made to sway the world or to convince the skeptics one way or the other. This is a personal gathering aiding Mrs. Houdini in completing her 10-year vigil, and to aid Mrs. Houdini and ourselves to a final and logical conclusion.
Magicians worldwide continue the tradition of holding seances in honor of Houdini. The official Houdini seance, established in the 1940s, was orchestrated by Sidney Hollis Radner, a devoted Houdini enthusiast from Holyoke, Massachusetts. In Chicago, the Excalibur nightclub hosts yearly Houdini seances conducted by necromancer Neil Tobin on behalf of the Chicago Assembly of the Society of American Magicians, and at the Houdini Museum in Scranton by magician Dorothy Dietrich, who previously held them at New York's Magic Townhouse with such magical notables as Houdini biographers Walter B. Gibson and Milbourne Christopher. Gibson was asked by Bess Houdini to carry on the original seance tradition. After doing them for many years at New York's Magic Townhouse, before he died, Walter passed on the tradition of conducting of the original seances to Dorothy Dietrich. In 1926, Harry Houdini commissioned H.P. Lovecraft and his associate to co-author a book aimed at debunking religious miracles titled The Cancer of Superstition. Prior to this, Houdini had enlisted Lovecraft to write an article on astrology. Unfortunately, the article is now lost to history. However, Lovecraft's detailed outline for Cancer and 3 chapters authored by the co-author survived. Tragically, Houdini's passing disrupted the project, as his widow chose not to proceed with its publication. Even after his death, the mystery surrounding Houdini's connection to the paranormal continues to captivate believers and skeptics alike. Houdini's legacy lives on, inspiring generations to question the unknown and seek the truth behind the veil of the paranormal. What do you think? Was Houdini a skeptic, a believer, or something in between? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which topic we should investigate next.